In problem 89, I want to graph this system of inequalities. So I like to start with x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to graph here and here. And I know that because these are both positive, we're in quadrant 1. So I'm going to take that little check mark out for now, but I know that I'm not going to have any answers in quadrants 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so now let's start with, or continue with another inequality. Doesn't really matter which one we work with. So let's do x plus y is less than or equal to 7. Okay, so then we can find our intercepts. Oops. X and y. If x is 0, then y would be 7. And if y is 0, then x would be 7. So I can plot those points. And then I'm going to draw a straight line between them. Okay. And then we have y is greater than or equal to 5x minus 3. So this is in slope-intercept form, so I can start with my intercept at -3, and I'm going to count up 5 over 1. Up 5 over 1. And so now, and I'm not too worried about what's going on down here. I am just going to, oops, let's do a little bit better than that. Let's try graphing this way. Okay. All right. So now I have 4 sections that I could potentially shade in. So we're going to figure out which ones we want to shade. So I'm going to use a test point, and let's see. So let's pick a point that we can work with easily. I'm going to use 2, 2. So if I plug that into my first inequality, then I have 2 plus 2 is less than or equal to 7, which is true. So this is our line number 1. So we want to be on the side with this test point, which means we can eliminate this section and this section. Those are both on the opposite side of that line. Okay, so now let's try that same test point in our second line. That's this line. So we have 2 is greater than or equal to 5 times 2 minus 3. 2 is greater than or equal to 10 minus 3 is 7, and that is false. So that means I don't want to be on this side of the line. So for this line, I don't want to be here. I have to be here because that's the only thing that's left. So let's shade that in. And remember that we have to be in that first quadrant. So I don't want to shade in this little triangle down here. And that's our final answer.